So we're here at Dodger Stadium, just behind us, a place that so many of us have come to throughout our lives to enjoy sports, to have some of the great memories as Angelenos. We've had some heartbreaks over these last weeks, especially watching some very close-fought games that didn't go our way. But we have a really heartbreaking issue here that we've come together for today, and that is the fact that the team that we love has decided not to have a Jewish community. As of today, they have no Jewish community day scheduled here at Dodger Stadium, and that breaks our heart. And for people, for myself, who grew up in Los Angeles, born and raised, came here to Dodger Stadium with my father throughout my life, to know that this team that I love isn't standing with me is deeply hurting, and it's something that we couldn't let stand, because we love this team, because we love this organization. And so this error on the Dodger part hurts the organization, it hurts our community. And so we're gathered here to express our disappointment in the fact that Jewish Community Day has not been scheduled. When I was a kid coming to Dodger Stadium, and especially even in the last couple of decades as an adult, I was very lucky to have my father, Phil Blazer of blessed memory. He helped put on Jewish Community Day for years. And we had a chance many times to be there on the field, to be a part of a Jewish community celebration. So for years, the Dodgers celebrated Jewish Community Day. Jewish Community Day was an established part of the Dodgers schedule, yearly schedule. Jewish Community Day would be here, and it was something that we look forward to in the community. The Dodgers throughout this year have had community days for virtually every ethnic group in Los Angeles. And that's a wonderful thing. There's been Armenian Day, Korean Day, Japanese Heritage Night, El Salvadoran, Guatemalan, a couple of Mexican Heritage Nights, and that's a wonderful thing. The Pride Night, a Women's Night, Black American Night, but there's been no Jewish Community Night this year. No Jewish Community Night. And every team in California, every team has had a Jewish Community Day. There have been Jewish Community Days around the country. The Red Sox, the Yankees, the Mets, small market team, large teams have all had Jewish Community Days, but not the Dodgers. The Angels, the Padres, even dare I say the Giants had Jewish Community Day. And just last week, the Oakland A's had Jewish Community Day. On Sunday, if you wanted to go to a Jewish Community Day as a Dodger fan, you had to go to Oakland Coliseum, because when the Dodgers played the A's on a road trip, the A's had Jewish Community Day. And what's so ironic, what's so tragic about it is just a few days later, the Dodgers had a bobblehead night honoring Sandy Koufax, one of the greatest Jewish athletes of all time. A perfect opportunity to have a Jewish Community Day, and they missed that opportunity. They passed on that opportunity to stand with the Jewish community. This is a community that especially needs the Dodgers right now. Our young people who love the Dodgers, kids who've had a terrible year of being bullied, who felt anti-Semitism that we've all felt at a level that really none of us have experienced. You have to go back to the 1930s to understand that this year in particular, the Dodgers could have stood with the Jewish community, could have stood with the young people, with the kids, with the adults who stand with the Dodgers. And instead, they passed on that opportunity. They didn't stand with us when we needed them. Listen, I don't think that this decision was made out of anti-Semitism, hardly. This decision was made in fear of anti-Semitism, and it was not made by anti-Semites, but it emboldens the anti-Semites. And so we're very disappointed that the Dodgers have not done what they should have done, which is schedule a Jewish Community Day. And we're asking them to do it now in the remaining weeks as we go through these last weeks of the season, to have a Jewish Community Day and to commit to next year having a Jewish Community Day, and in the future to go back to the wonderful tradition they had of celebrating with the Jewish community. So we're asking them to do that now. And so we're asking everyone to contact the Dodgers directly, by phone, by email, by coming to the games and saying, where is Jewish Community Day? And so again, we're asking people to stand with the Jewish community. You don't have to be Jewish. You don't have to have Jewish friends to know that this is the wrong thing. And so we're asking everyone to reach out to the Dodgers directly, to email, to call, to say to them, please bring back Jewish Community Day. Please stand with the Jewish community who needs you now.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. And I'm actually wearing the jersey that I wore when I threw out the honorary first pitch on Beverly Hills Day a few years ago. So I am also a lifetime Dodger fan. I love the team. And last year, along with my friend Sam Yebri, who's a leader in the Jewish community, we wrote an article for the Jewish Journal. This was in June of last year, so before October 7th, addressing the fact that the Dodgers did not have a Jewish Community Day or a Jewish Heritage Day scheduled. And that article is called "The Dodgers Are Off Base in Ignoring LA's Jewish Community." This year, after October 7th, they've doubled down. Our community, as many know, is hurting. We are experiencing a wave of anti-Jewish racism that none of us have ever thought possible, not only in this country, but throughout the world. For me, the LA Dodgers are one of the things that unites the community in Los Angeles like nothing else. LA is such a unique community in that it is so diverse. And in that diversity, there is one thing that unites the community, and that is the Dodgers. You can have nothing in common with somebody, and you can talk about Dodger baseball, and you can find common ground. And so for us to be excluded, for the Jewish community to be excluded from the Dodgers' celebration of the various communities in our county, in Southern California, is very hurtful. We didn't get a response to our article last year. I didn't know that the rabbi was in talks directly with the Dodgers. We had tried to, through back channels, reach out to the Dodgers, but heard nothing. As said, to me, it's stupefying. It's mystifying why the Dodgers would not, when they have all of these other days to honor the Armenians, the Filipinos, the Koreans, 2 Mexican Heritage Days, the Guatemalans, El Salvadorans, all of these, LGBTQIA+, that's great. Really, the Dodgers should celebrate these diverse communities in Southern California because, as said, the Dodgers actually unite all of us. So for the Jewish community to be excluded is something that is mystifying to me and very hurtful, I think, to our community. So we call upon the Dodgers to rethink their position, to include the Jewish community. What they're doing for other communities is they're designing jerseys, Dodger-themed jerseys, that are also themed with the nationality of the various countries. So the Armenian Heritage Day, you can buy a Dodger jersey that has Armenian colors. And I've been to Filipino Heritage Day a few times and have a couple of, because I have Filipino friends, I have a couple of Dodger jerseys with the Filipino sun. And it would be a wonderful thing for the Jewish community to be able to also wear Jewish-themed Dodger jerseys. And so, as said, my hope is that we are able to convince the Dodgers that Jews should count. There is a book by a British author called David Baddiel entitled "Jews Don't Count." And sadly, the Dodgers' actions now, or lack of actions, give the Jewish community in Los Angeles the feeling that Jews don't count. It is our hope that all of us who love the Dodgers, and as the rabbi said, who have been a bit concerned about the performance in recent weeks, will be able to have our day as well at the stadium, as they have had in the past. And the thought is that Jews should count. So I'd like to thank the rabbi for organizing this, and we're going to keep our voices raised in hoping that the Dodgers are willing to include the Jewish community as opposed to excluding us.
My name is Mark Kligman, and I am a lifetime Dodger fan. In fact, I'm here with my brother and my brother and my son, and I feel like I grew up here at Dodger Stadium. In fact, I had my 8th birthday party here at Dodger Stadium. I come here as a proud Dodger fan and also as a proud Jew. I was just here the other night, Wednesday night, for the Sandy Koufax bobblehead night. Sandy Koufax is a cultural hero to us in the Jewish community, but not only in the Jewish community, but to all of America. Because he said on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish year, when he was called upon to pitch for the World Series, he said, "My Jewish identity, the Jewish heritage that I have is more important." And for that, not only was he rewarded as being a cultural hero, but he won the next game that he pitched. And we know that he's a famed pitcher and had many very important values. So we value Judaism. Judaism to us is very important, but we're American Jews. We're here in LA. We're the second largest Jewish community in the United States. And as Dodger fans, we want to feel that the Dodgers embrace us. We want to feel that the community embraces us. In fact, I had a tradition with my son that we came every April 15th that we could for Jackie Robinson Heritage Night because we wanted to partake of the tremendous things that the Dodgers have done for American culture. I have come on Dodger Heritage Day here at Dodger Stadium for many years. I always felt like I was missing something because I haven't seen it advertised. But it's not me that's missing, it's that the Dodgers are missing out on this opportunity to embrace the Jewish community when baseball communities all across the United States have the Jews recognized through a Jewish Heritage Night. I think it's very important that we as Jews are seen to be a part of American culture alongside all the other heritages and cultures. We're in a very diverse community here in Los Angeles. We want to know that we're recognized. We want to know that we're seen. So we really hope that the Dodgers are listening, that the Dodger organization sees that the Jewish Heritage Night is not only important for us in the Jewish community, but it's a very important statement for America. It's a very important statement for American culture.
Good afternoon. My name is Rabbi Joshua Hoffman, and I'm grateful to Rabbi Mark Blazer to bring us together to share a very, very important conversation about our relationship in the community. That's exactly why we're here today, because this is a conversation not about politics, not about wars, but it's about community, and it's about the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers. Everybody that's standing behind me loves the Dodgers. We have been with the Dodgers through changes in ownership, through great successful seasons, and through some seasons that we wish we could forget, because we love the Dodgers. And our love is so deep that when we have something like this happen, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to us to see that the Dodger organization will bring together various communities of a variety of cultures to celebrate the diversity of Los Angeles and has excluded the Jewish community this year. We've had Jewish community days at Dodger Stadium before, and now more than ever, this is a time when communities should come together to show solidarity with people that are our friends, that we care about, that understand that this is one of the times which we are experiencing as a people, the highest rise in anti-Semitism since we've been living in this country. And we need our friends, the people that we love and care about, to support us. This is not about politics. This is not about the tensions that might emerge from having the Jewish community present. This is a very simple message that has been expressed already, that we are here to show our solidarity with the Dodger organization as a Jewish community, and we hope that the Dodger organization would show its solidarity with us. We have some wisdom in our tradition. The wisdom in our tradition is a very simple one that I think the world needs to hear now more than ever. It says that we should acquire friends. It's important for us to have friends in our lives. It's important for us to have people that we can rely upon, people that understand us, people that stand shoulder to shoulder with us, people that teach us. That is something that we are required to find in our lives. And the teaching has a second part. It says that we judge all people fairly. We don't know what would happen if Jewish Community Day was organized at Dodger Stadium. We assumed that because it's our friends, it would be a day of joy and celebration as it always has been. But we understand that the moment is difficult. But we judge this moment not with something that we anticipate will be a problem. We simply say that when community comes together, we judge the very best of what this community has to bring. And if anybody wants to stand aside and stand in that way, let the organization stand shoulder to shoulder with the community and say, we are with you. And we do not tolerate any acts of hatred, any acts of resistance, any acts of violence that might frustrate that friendship. We need the Dodger organization. We need the entire world to stand shoulder to shoulder with us at a time like this. We love the Dodgers. We're with the Dodgers. We're going to see them in the World Series this year, and we're going to be present with them. And we hope that the Jewish community will be able to be present with them as well.